Hey, 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 you gorgeous lot. So I said I would be honest on my blogs, and yesterday was definitely a fucking write-off, wasn't it? I do want to thank everyone, like my friends, my family, and everyone who's following my journey. Yesterday it was lovely for me to get so many messages of love, care, and understanding. Honestly, it meant a lot. And thank you to every one of you. It made me smile even though I was crying a fucking river. Today I'm awesome and I'm going to chat about bipolar. So I'm going to talk about the reasons, the triggers, my triggers and ways to get help, etc. So the triggers can be stress. Stress is a big factor. You've got sleep disturbances. You've got your circumstances, so a breakdown of a relationship, physical, emotional, mental abuse, seasonal changes. You're more likely to have mania in the spring and the summer, and in the winter you get depressed, you struggle to function, sleep loads. The use of recreational drugs like alcohol and drugs, and caffeine. Medications can also trigger you. Life events like deaths, etc. And obviously, bipolar actually does get worse with age, especially if you're not on the right medication. Bipolar is actually caused by childhood trauma, brain chemistry, family links. So if you've got family who've got it, you're more likely to get it. And it's also by medication, drugs, and alcohol. So, guys, basically, I'll start with seasonal changes. So, in the summer, I'm always happy and I have mania. In the spring and summer, I've always got more energy, feel very energetic, and don't get fatigued very much. And then in the winter, I'm worse than a bear. I hibernate. I probably sleep for all the time I'm missing out in the summer, I suppose. Because what happens in the summer for me, so basically, is I only need 2 to 3 hours a night of sleep to function. And I can drive with that and I can get on with life just with 2-3 hours. But what happens with me, guys, is I have 3 days, like 3 nights, where I'll sleep 2 to 3 hours and then I'll crash and I'll have like a good 5-6 hours and then the cycle will start again. I don't need much sleep in the summer. Don't ask me why. Just the way that my brain is. And obviously it's bipolar. Also, medications, so they can, have an impact on you and your bipolar. So you've got to keep tweaking your medication until you get it right. But like all medications, there is side effects. So I am on quetiapine. I am on 250 milligrams. I would say my side effects have been that I'm lactating in my boobs. And I don't even have babies, so I'm like, oh, well, if I need to breastfeed anyone, fair play. It's messed my periods up a little bit, and also I can put on weight, which is what I've said to them, that if I am to put on weight, I'm not going to be a fat bastard and happy. That ain't going to work for me, so they're going to have to sort that out, because that ain't going to work for me. Ways you can help yourself, and that is like, self-care, taking time out for yourself, asking family members for help, like, you're struggling, you're a bit low, ask your family, your friends to help you out. I'm learning this as I'm getting older, guys, and I'm not getting that mum guilt for having me time now. Also, you've got CBT, talking therapies, you've got crisis team, you've got Shout, you've got all these places, Samaritans and that, to get help. There's a lot of websites for mental health illnesses. You've got Mind, and there's loads like that. So you just need to look. Also, resources like I read books on it. I find it very intriguing. I'm very curious, and obviously I want to learn as much as I can and get as much knowledge as I can. So definitely do that, guys. Also, another trigger for me is like, I don't do drugs, but I have to watch how much caffeine I have, because that can send me manic. Alcohol makes me cycle, so if I drink, the next day I'm likely to be up and down, up and down, up and down, and it'll cancel my medication out. So alcohol really is a big no-no, and drugs if you are bipolar, but even BPD, it's the same principle. What else have we got? Obviously, yeah, I've never ever been on this medication that I am on now. I've always been on depressants, which have not worked. Antidepressants have never worked for me. They've been all right for me in the summer, but in the winter they haven't done nothing. So obviously my bipolar's got worse as I've aged because I've never been on the right medication. So it's a case of making sure you get on the right meds. I actually want a diagnosis, guys, because I want to be able to help my children should they get this, as there's a 30% chance that like they could get it. And if you have two bipolar parents, so if your parents or any family members, or even you and your partner and you're both bipolar, there's a 70% chance that your child could have bipolar. So it's a case of looking out for these, supporting your child and putting things fundamentally in place, like getting in touch with CAMS, getting the support at school and things like that if they're struggling. Obviously with me, with a manic, right? So manic's crazy, guys. So I had manic a couple of days ago. I ended up cutting my front and back lawn. I went shopping with my friend. I ended up coming back and painting my fence. I hoovered right through my house. I scrubbed my house. I dusted. I ironed. I didn't stop, guys. And that's a manic, where you've got all this energy. You feel invincible. Everything's fucking la-di-da, and yeah, you're just so high and you don't know how to get down. I did struggle, I'm not going to lie. I had a really hot lavender bath, which did help me immensely, but sometimes that doesn't even help. I've just got to kind of go with my body. I would say if you feel like this, you know, speak to your friends, speak to your nurse or whoever you're in with your mental health team, and just try and get maybe something to calm it down a bit. So I've been prescribed diazepam just to help me relax. I've only got it for 6 days because it's addictive. So yeah. And obviously on my manics, I spend a lot. I gamble a lot, and I also can fuck about a lot. And then it'll just like, you'll follow that cycle again and again and again and again, and you're getting yourself into debt. You know, you're putting yourself in dangerous situations. You're spending money that you haven't got, so then you're having to basically get support elsewhere, like food banks and things like that, and borrowing money off your friends and family because you just don't have the money. So it's shit manic, really. It's good, but it's bad. A big one for me, guys, a really, really big one is like relationships trigger me. I think it's that mum guilt of, oh, you've got a boyfriend, no, you're not supporting your kids, Sarah. And it's not that all, but you can't help how your psyche works. So I struggle to maintain a healthy relationship because I end up going psychotic. But obviously I've never been on these medications before, and I feel I've got a lot more clarity. I feel like I'm a lot more composed and more content, and I'm more laid back. So maybe, you know, in time, I might be able to have a relationship, but they still need to live at their own house though, because I like my independence. So yeah, that's a big trigger for me. But I've always had loads of friends, and I guess it's a different principle in a way. You're not intimate with your friends come and go, they don't stay with you 24/7. So I guess that's why I've got friends, but I can't keep a partner. It's a bit crazy. Also, guys, right, there's a lot of things on Prime TV and Netflix about bipolar. There's movies and there's self-help. There's all sorts. You just need to look. And there's a lot of books out there. I did actually recommend one before, The Ultimate Guide on Bipolar. And I would definitely recommend that, guys. It's a really good read. Easy to read because it's question based and it's very informal, very informative. Got a lot of good pointers in there and a lot of websites to help you. And I think that's me done, guys. Yeah. Oh, I think, is that me done? Hang on a minute. Is that everything that I've written? Yeah. So guys, that's me done. I'm sorry this was a long blog, but I just wanted you to let you know about me. bipolar and myself. Anyway, have an awesome day. Please wish for this rain to go away. Although it's not cold, so yeah, bonus. Anyway, have a gorgeous Wednesday, everybody. Take care. Mwah! Bye-bye.